We are live again. It is the Best Ball Barbecue, and today is day number 124, the consecutive stream and a consecutive draft. Superflex. That is the contest of choice today. You may have saw my tweet. You may have not have. If you haven't, give me a follow. PPR Tyler on Twitter. And there's just a lot of people that are upset about the Superflex. If you've been around the channel for a while, you will know that this is our brand. This is our livelihood, are these Superflex underdog contests. So make sure if you enjoy the content, slap a sub on the channel, slap a like there as well. 1250 subs. We are doing a little scouting combine, 40-yard dash, longest football toss, bench press reps, 1,500 subs, 24-hour live stream. We're doing some drafting. I got a hard out in about an hour here, so I do have to. We'll do one draft, and we'll really dive into it, give you as much of my knowledge as I think is necessary. Before we do any of those things, it's time. Let's hit the intro.
Welcome to the Madhouse.
All right, here we go. Man, it feels so. We did it on stream last night, so this isn't the first time we did it on stream, but the first time I've actually had to make a thumbnail for the Puppy But Superflex. So if you're looking for some Superflex strategy, you're going to get it in this draft. Here we go. We're looking at 2 of 12, 1 of 10, 1 of 10, 375 seed final. It's pretty much the exact same as the Puppy. And it's not, this is a $225,000 contest. This contest is going to be open a while, and I think it's going to be open even longer because people do not like drafting Superflex because there's those people out there, as I said in my tweet yesterday. But let's go. Let's do 20-second. Again, a hard out, and probably after this first draft here. So let's do the 20-second clock, and let's hop in. Let's just get in here. All right. Let's hop in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I'm gonna take my sweatshirt off real quick. I literally just walked in the door. I apologies for being late. I'm literally went from school straight home, and it's raining, so there's a ton of traffic, ton of freaking rush hour traffic. So just nothing I could do about it. I thought I would have been home a lot sooner, but just was not the case. But here we go. Oh, ADP's obviously shifted from when we drafted last night. Very interesting. What's going on, Chad? How we doing? Yeah, Superflex is awesome. We kind of have our big 2/3 rules in Superflex. So I'll just kind of cut to the chase. A little bit in terms of what I'm doing in this contest. First off, obviously quarterback matters. You want to get, I like going hero quarterback, maybe you get I got a couple of Josh Allen teams today. Actually haven't been going as much hero quarterback as I would like to. I got some really good falls. I got one team that's Josh Allen, Jared Goff, and then McCarthy week 17 game stacked with CMC and Garrett Wilson. Like, that team is just unbelievable. So yeah, just that's a crazy team. But yeah, so the big rule, obviously running backs matter, because again, I feel like most people who draft this, some people may not even know, you're only starting 2 receivers each week and then a flex. You're not going 3 receivers in a flex. Running backs matter more than receivers in this contest. And I think some people aren't really hip to that fact yet. Running backs matter more than receivers. And this is the only contest that I think you can say definitively that they matter more. So running backs matter, receivers. And so running backs and quarterbacks matter. I'm punting tight end as much as I can. Honestly, Brock Bowers' ADP is what? 27.3. So that puts him where? I'm not taking him at the 2-3 turn. I think he's a bad pick at the 2-3 turn, because look at the guys who go around him. Tight end matters. It matters. It doesn't even matter in single quarterback, but in double quarterback, when you're passing up on a guy like Justin Fields or Brock Purdy for Brock Bowers, that's just not a good strategy play. You get what I'm trying to say here? It's really just not a good strategy play to do that, because if you look at it, you are basically, just getting rid of all these quarterback points at a very scarce position. You can get Tucker Kraft in round like 14, but like there's no reason to go Brock Bowers in round 3 when you're passing up Fields, Purdy, Goff, Dak, a lot of guys you can stack, game stack, all that stuff. Like there's just no reason to be taking Brock Bowers in this contest at his current price. I probably wouldn't even consider it until the 4-5 turn if I'm being completely honest. I think running back matters more than tight end. Yes, it's Brock freaking Bowers, but you really got to thread the needle at running back and quarterback before you can, I think, start, even tapping into these other ancillary positions like tight end. So yeah, that's kind of my take on it. Who do we got in here? We got Isaac in here. What's going on? Anybody else? I don't think I recognize anybody else in this draft. What are these names? Big Dumb Animal and Stand Flocked Quail Swin. I don't even know what that means. All right, whatever. Oh, Stan and Flock Quail Swin. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. We get the 12 pick. Some fun stuff to do with 12. I feel like if you're going to go like 0 QB, it's fun to do it at 12. Like if you can get a Bijan Gibbs team, like that's freaking awesome. Bijan Gibbs is awesome. So that's pretty cool. What's going on, Garage? How we doing? How we doing today? Okay. Saquon goes. Unless I get like CD Gibbs, I'm probably not looking. I'm probably gonna get at least one QB here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Arizona. Who did Arizona? It's Cincinnati. Okay. That would be good to get. That would be awesome if you could get a Burrow Kyler team. Okay, I'm at oh my God. I almost want to go CMC. I think I might just go Gibbs Genty, or I was thinking about going. One thing I'm definitely gonna mix in. If you have the 12 slot, go Mahomes Bo Nix. That's a game. That's a week 17 game stack. That's exactly what you're looking for. That's what I was thinking. But I think this is I'm fine with Gibbs Genty here. Is it no? Let's live a little, dude. Let's go Gibbs McCaffrey. Better offenses to stack up there too. Since Chicago week 17, Minnesota week 17, rather than going Vegas and Giants. Let's do Jahmyr Gibbs CMC. This is like the ultimate, like, I'm gonna put my piece on the table running back room here. So, but yeah, so I got CMC and Josh Allen on a team today. It was I should pull up the team because it was actually a nutso team. It was a pretty crazy team. Here, let me just pull it up right. Let me just go here real quick. Completed. I've done 11 Superflex so far. I believe it's this team. Yeah, this is the team. Josh Allen, Goff, McCarthy, CMC, Quinshawn, Warren, Najee, Lloyd, Chubb, Trevor Etienne, Wilson, Jamo, Addison, Palmer, Olave, Leggett, Pierce, Kincaid, and Njoku Arroyo. I really, really like that team. I think that team is money. Love that team a lot. All right. Reminder, if you're in the chat, make sure you drop a like on the live stream. If you have not already, drop a sub as well. All that good jazz. I don't need to tell you guys that. You guys know. Also, I believe Who Hames is also live right now, so make sure you guys head on over to Who. He's probably be live longer than I am, so make sure you guys head over to Who Hames' channel. He is live with Steve right now, actually. So I think they're doing some Superflex stuff too. I feel like Steve is really, really sharp with the Superflex stuff as well. So make sure you guys go over there. Again, maybe after the stream ends. You only got an hour with me. I think who's gonna be live for a little bit there. So again, use your brain, use common sense. All right, we got a Baker Mahomes team. That's like the other big thing too, is if you start 3 quarterbacks, I feel like that's just such a bad strategy. Because if you think about it, if you go 3 QBs in a row in rounds 1, 2, and 3, and we talked about this last year, but I just want to bring it up again. Going quarterbacks rounds 1, 2, 3 in the finals, you're using a 3rd round pick, or even you're using a top 3 round pick for a person that's not going to hit your lineup in week 17. You know what I mean? It's just like when you say it like that, it's like it just seems like that's such a bad process. You can still get lucky in the end, right? But like you're using a top 3 draft capital pick on a guy that will not be. It's impossible for 3 quarterbacks to hit your lineup any week, right? That's why like 3 quarterbacks in a row is definitely not the move. So do not make that mistake. You definitely do not want to go 3 quarterbacks in a row. It's just not. I don't even know if there's someone would have to fall. You'd have to get like Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray for you to do some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like you just should not do it. It's just an awful strategy. So again, if you take anything from this, do not go 3 quarterbacks in a row to start the draft. And even like 3 or 4, you can maybe if you have a stack, maybe your game stacked. I still don't love it. But yeah, I would just be very cautious to not spend too much draft capital at quarterback, right? Obviously, we know quarterback matters. You guys know that, but do not spend too much. Be wary of how much draft capital you are indeed spending at quarterback. So that would be my PSA to all of you. All right, who do we got on the board? We got some QBs. This is good. So we're not going to get totally boxed out at QB, even with some of these ADPs. So this is good. We'll see. Hopefully this drafter doesn't go 3 quarterbacks in a row. Goes JT. Huge. Okay. We're going to get 2. Okay, good. We get Goff with Gibbs. That's huge. I think we go. Is it Goff Herbert? Or is it Goff? Is it Goff May? Let's just go Goff Herbert. Let's not overthink it. I like that. Yeah, I'm not taking. Yeah, and again, you should not be touching Trey McBride in this range. This is way too high for Trey McBride. You just should not even be clicking him. You're gonna pass up on a quarterback for Trey McBride. It's just not a great strategy, in my opinion. I just think it's awful. So I like the way we got 2 running backs, 2 quarterbacks start this thing off. I think this is good. We could stop at 2. I don't feel that, absolute need to, like, I kind of like building some like quarterback fragile rooms, just because you really only need 1 because that Superflex can really save you. If you feel good about like your position, your skill positions as a whole. So what's going on, Gritty? How we doing? Entering a Superflex tonight and getting go 3 straight quarter. No, Gritty, that's not you should not do that. You should not do that. Except I guess you don't give a fuck about quarterbacks playing week 17, do you? I guess you don't care. Hey, they're gonna ping pong weeks. Never change, Gritty. Never change. What was our plus 1700? Dude, fuck it. I don't give a goddamn anymore. They're gonna lose tonight. If they win tonight, it at least gets interesting because you're coming home for game 6. We've played even though we lost last game, we've played pretty well at home. The entire playoffs and in this series. So at least makes things interesting. If we could somehow, then game 7, anything can happen. But tonight will be the hardest game, I think. I think tonight would be the hardest game if we were to have a miracle comeback. Have to win tonight. Tonight's the only one that matters. And then after that, you feel a little bit better. So we'll see. I'm not holding my breath, but we'll see. Okay. Also, Kelly, I forgot to pull it up to answer your question from earlier. No. You hate to see it. Kelly. Yeah, you really just hate to see it. It was tough too, Just I was like, oh, I thought the text was pretty good too. It wasn't like anything. It actually wasn't. It wasn't like anything crazy, I don't know. Okay. 5 picks away. All right. You don't want to get totally boxed out at receiver, but we could still go like 1 receiver here. I think that's fine. I should have, right? That would have been funny. Like, hey, okay. 4 picks. 4 picks away here. A lot of names I'm definitely in on clicking on the turn here. So we'll see kind of what we end up getting. JSN goes. Chuba goes. Okay, this is looking pretty good for us. Stafford goes. I think we go. I'm probably going to go JMO for sure, just to get that Detroit thing. The question is, do I want to go another receiver? It's JMO for sure. It's JMO, Hampton, or Tua. Tua feels like the last. I'm not going to get. I'm not. I'm not going to get a third quarterback on the way back around that I feel good about. I think I can still stack up Tua pretty easily. And then just, kind of going in there with Goff, Herbert, and Tua actually feels kind of good. I think we figure out the rest of it later, and we go Tua. Guess we didn't need to go running back there, and it's like, did I really want to click Mike Evans? I think Tua was the pick there. We got Gibbs and McCaffrey on this team. I don't think we needed to go 3 at RB right there, even though, again, it does matter. I think that's fine. We still get a receiver. We can still build that out a little bit later. Receivers usually, I feel like they tend to fall in this contest anyway. So I think this is the move here. You guys agree? Yeah, I mean this draft you're going 4. So like this isn't because I said don't go 3 right off rip. 4 feels a little aggressive. 4 of 6. 2 of those guys will not be playing week 17. You know what I mean? It feels a tad aggressive. So I'm actually really glad that I went with that third QB there because I think some people in this room are really going to get boxed out. Like, has anybody got like Daniels and Darnold probably doesn't feel great. The Josh Allen drafter has got no one else. The Josh Allen draft is probably the one that's the most screwed right now, to be honest. Right? Looking at Jackson Dart as QB2. So like I am happy I went QB there because this kind of is a QB hungry room. We actually got lucky with the pockets that were kind of available to us though. So I will say that. Like there's this drafter might just, bail on Dart here because you want to reach that far, and then Dart might be gone. Like after Dart, you're looking at Shook and then Russ and whoever. Like, I don't know. I like the 3 we got. I think this is good. I think this is good here. We just got to figure out the rest of the positions now. So we're done at QB. Done at QB. I feel like I've been building a lot of 3-7-7-3 teams. It's kind of just what it feels like. That's what it feels like I've been doing so far. So okay. Chad, love the team. James also just smashing Tua as QB3 seems great. I agree. One more thing I will say about Superflex too, because you're only starting 2 receivers each week, I feel like the spike week guys become even more like interesting because you can, like the true boomer bust guys, like a guy like the perfect example would be like, Gabe Davis when he was on the Bills, right? That guy was giving you 0 or he was giving you 20. JMO feels a little bit like that as well. I would say JMO feels a little bit like that. Who else would, Xavier Worthy potentially, just like true speed guys, true deep threat guys. You can hide them a lot better in Superflex because you're only starting 2 each week. Where like if they hit your lineup, they're probably hitting for you in a big way. But if they don't, like you genuinely only need to find 2 other receiver spots minimum for each week. So I think even getting the deep threat guys in this contest, they get a slight bump in my opinion. BP out here gifting a membership. There we go. Looks like Bones got it. Thanks, BP. I appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. How are you? How's Chicago sports? How's Vegas? How's all those the degenerates you hang out with? How are they doing? This is great. We definitely get Waddle here. Probably this is Waddle. I could go Rome for week 17. It's either Rome for week 17 here, or it might be Quinshawn. Or it's Flower. I just like Flowers too. That's the problem. This is a really tough decision. I think it's just Flowers. I think I want one more receiver in here. Again, we went Gibbs, McCaffrey. So I think I think we're fine here. I definitely think we're fine here. So this feels fine. Okay, cool. I know he's more than just a speed guy. I'm just saying, like, was he how volatile was he last year? Let me double check again, because sometimes I say things and then I get corrected by the chat, and the chat's right. So let me double check. How volatile was JMO last year? Jameson. Like, I want to look at what's his median score. You know what I mean? Let's take a look. Game log. This is PPR. Keep in mind too. So, I mean, it's a little. I guess it's not as volatile as you think. Number 5, number 22, 113, 104. outside of those, the 1.2 week and the 0.6 week, I mean, 16, 17, 8, 22, 11, 9, 13, 12, 26, 24, 9, 14. So I guess I would say I'm wrong. I would say I'm definitely wrong. I thought he was a little bit more volatile, but maybe it's just because I was thinking of those beginning weeks. But yeah, that's kind of Who's like the most volatile player right now? Shaheed? Is it Rashid Shaheed? It might be Shaheed. Like a guy that can truly win you a week and then or just get you 0, Yeah. I mean, this is Shaheed right here. I'm guessing he got hurt this week. 16, 20, 0, 17, 18, 8. Maybe not. He was pretty good. Interestingly enough. First Superflex draft last night for me. Yikes. Didn't go well, Nolan. Also, yeah, Nolan's supposed to come on the channel today. I had to reschedule things. He's coming on Friday for sure. So tomorrow we have Typhel Tower on this channel on the barbecue. So Typhel Tower will be tomorrow. I believe we said it's either 6:30 or 6 Central. I forget exactly. Let me double check on that for you guys real quick. We are doing 6:30 Central. 6:30 Central tomorrow is Typhel Tower. And then I believe, what did Nolan and I say again? Was it 6:30 again? 6? 6. So 6:30 Central for Typhel Tower, 6 Central on Friday. Nolan's coming on, and we're gonna we're gonna do BBM. So there we go. Yeah, Debo's one. Debo's a good one too. Debo sucks though. Keon Coleman, Keenan Allen. Yeah. Guys like that. Guys like that. Whoa. Patriots wide receiver Stephon Diggs was not present for today's voluntary OTA 1 day after a video of the wide receiver surfaced on social media in which he was on a boat and flashed an unidentified pink substance while surrounded by 3 women. What a Schefter tweet that was. That's an all-time. That's Schefter throwing 105 on the paint. Schefter with a fastball. Not touching that. An unidentified pink substance with 3 women. God. Hey, it is voluntary. OTAs. It's not required. It's voluntary. Not mandatory. Voluntary. Keyword there. All right. Here we go. Does this team need Jonnu? I don't think so. I think we go Mason for sure. Go Mason, week 17 with Jameer and JMO and Goff. Anyone we don't have stacked up yet, Chargers, but I think we're fine there. I mean, we haven't got Ladd yet. Let's go Mason. I'm not drafting Debo. I don't love to draft tight end here. I think we stay in the receiver well. Should we just go with Mr. Unidentified Pink Substance himself? Any week 17 stuff here? I should probably look at that first. Buffalo, Philly, nothing that we got. You know what? Let's go. Let's go Miami. I never go this tight end this early. I'm probably not clicking tight end for a while now, but just because we have the Tua, this was kind of the last piece you feel good about for a Miami receiver. Tyreek's gone. We have Waddle. Achan's gone. Then you're kind of looking at some running back. Feels like Jonnu's the last piece you feel decent about. So let's stack up Tua. Nice 3-3-3-1. God, just saying that out loud is kind of crazy. You know what I mean? You do that in single quarterback, and you're Gilbert Arenas. I guess Gilbert might have drafted more tight ends. So, all right. Jonnu, God. Remember who was right on the history remembers who was on the right side of Jonnu last year, right? We all remember. I remember the second because he got released by Atlanta. So he was free to sign as a free agent before free agency opened because he was released. I remember being on stream when Jonnu was released and being like, this is the most perfect fit you could have possibly got. And they called me a madman. And history remembers who was right on Jonnu Smith last year. Can I even look that up from PPR Tyler? And I type in Jonnu, so I might be able to find this thing. Yeah. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, look at that. This is my tweet, March 7th, 2024. 20th round Jonnu shares look huge right now. Enough for me to tweet about it. I wish it was higher than 8% owned, but he was, again, 8% as a 20th round guy is actually pretty good. But considering where his ADP was, I consider this a big win. And then I quote tweeted Nez, Jonnu Smith in Miami this year with some LeBron highlights. So again, history remembers. History remembers. It'll always be there on Twitter forever. It will always be there on Twitter forever. So that's all that matters. Yeah, me and Nez were in lockstep from the beginning. Soon they will understand. That video actually, I'm gonna like my own video. Fuck it. Love it. That was awesome. What was the original tweet? What was the original tweet? Oh, Nez dropped some players who let's look at this. This was Nez last year. Some players who I could realistically I'd never leave a draft without. Jordan Love, fine. Herbert win, Bijan win, Brian Robinson win, JJ win, but he went to next to Chase, so whatever. Who I can get before Ed and I Mitchell's at the top of the queue. Luke Musgrave, Chig, Jonnu. Bad, great. That's actually a pretty good tweet by Nez. That's actually that's decently spot on. I don't know what the Ed and I don't know if was he saying Ed and I Mitchell was a bad pick or a good click in that exchange? I couldn't really tell. That's funny. All right. Remember, leave a like on the live stream. Drop a sub if you have not already. How many likes are we at? Again, this is the only one. I had a hard out at like 5 p.m. Central, so it's about 28 minutes. Hard out. So this will be my only draft. Musgrave directionally accurate when we thought Kraft was hurt. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Didn't Kraft like tear his pec or something? That was the big thing last year. Like tore his pec, but then he was fine? Question mark? I don't know. Daniel Jones actually isn't a bad QB click here. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna click him, but I would definitely take him in this range. Feels like drafting Jacoby Brissett last year a little bit. Similar vibes. McBuka for week 17 feels good. Let's do that. And then let's go running back again. Let's go Charbonnet or ETN. Anybody stack up? Indy. We don't have any Indy. Do we have any Rams or Carolina? We do not. Let's see here. Let's go Charbonnet. Yeah. Go for the upside. I really like this team so far. Goff, Herbert, Tua, Gibbs, McCaffrey, Mason, Charbonnet, J-Mo, Waddle, Flowers, Igbuka, Jonnu. This team feels pretty sharp right now. I like this. I like this team a lot. What's going on, JT? JT best ball. Go Jags. Almost just drafted ETN. Sorry, I didn't. What's up? Afternoon drive time in full effect. There we go. Don't watch and drive. Lock that phone. You can listen to me while I drive. Listen to me while you drive. You're not. I'm not driving. You're driving. Yeah, rush hour is a bitch, man. I really didn't have to, experience rush hour that much until I moved over here because I moved like more in the city, closer to not in the city, but closer like to downtown or like like I'm like right outside. I think technically my address actually might be Minneapolis. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. It's just like I'm getting screwed by this rush hour now. Getting to the gym. I school gets out at 3:20, and I didn't get back here till 4:05. And when I go in the morning, it's probably like a 20-minute drive, if that. Now it takes freaking 45. Okay. Anyone building bad teams? How's the Josh Allen draft you're doing? Got Russell Wilson. Pull one out. What's the rest of the team though? Josh, Amon-Ra, BTJ, Kyron, Brees, Kittle, K-Dub, Rome, Pacheco, Ayuk. That's actually, I'm not gonna lie. If you're gonna miss out on all the QBs, that team's actually pretty fucking nice. Running backs are Kyron, Brees, K-Dub, and Pacheco, and then receivers are Amon-Ra, BTJ, Rome, Ayuk, Shaheed, and then Russ. Maybe he plays the whole season. Maybe the Giants are good. That's kind of the story you have to tell yourself. I actually don't. If you're gonna miss out on the quarterback, I actually don't mind that team out of the one spot. If you're gonna, don't reach on, someone that's like Dart. I think that drafter approached it the right way, for sure. Little 0 QB out of the 6 hole. JJ, Puka, Bowers, Tyreek, and then McCarthy, Richardson, Jones. Interesting. Interesting build. I mean, the receivers are dumb. I wouldn't be. I probably wouldn't. I guess just a mega Minnesota thing too. The worst was working in Chicago. 1.5 hour drive to work, 6 miles from the hotel. Jesus, that's gotta suck. Yeah, Chicago. Yeah, Chicago rush hour is not great either. Yeah, I guess maybe I should be so lucky that I'm not, in one of these bigger cities like LA, or like I guess even it's just the California area, Southern California area. From what I hear, not a great time. Not a great time. I'm really mad at myself. I put a tweet out this morning. I left it up for about an hour. It was a total troll. I thought it was funny, but I don't think anyone got it because nobody clicked on the link. Because I shouldn't have said it was $20. I should have said it was free. If you saw the tweet this morning, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, I put out a tweet this morning saying I dropped Superflex rankings, and then I put a URL, but the URL just took you to Michael Penix's 2024 Falcons highlights. Again, I thought it was funny. But I said it was $20 as a joke. I should have said it was free. I think me saying it was $20 made people A, think I was an asshole, and B, deterred people from clicking on the link. And the whole point was to get people to click on the link. So that didn't work too well for me. There was a quote today. I think this is Algier, though. Rashad White's week 17, though. Let's go White, week 17. Atlanta, Rams, Arizona. We have none. There was a quote today by, was it Harbaugh or was it was somebody about Isaiah Likely, and they were like, it was a coach. I can't remember which coach it was. And they were like, yeah, I think he can be all pro this year. And he's like, I want him to be all pro. I thought that was very interesting. Isaiah Likely. I don't even know how to spell it. All right. I-S. Let me see if I can find it here. God, darn it. I gotta find it. I don't remember who tweeted it. Oh, Harbaugh said it. Here we go. Harbaugh said, I want to see him be an all-pro. That would be my goal for him, and I think he's capable of it. All-pro likely would feed families. That's if he's all-pro, that's probably not great for Andrews then. Probably not great for Andrews if Likely's an all-pro. Probably means he's not getting on the field, which would not be good. Maybe it just means at one point in his career, too. Could mean that. I don't know. What do you guys think about that quote? Interesting quote, right? All right. All right, let's recap the team real quick. Goff, Herbert, Tua, Gibbs, CMC, Mason, Charbonnet, Rashad White, J-Mo, Waddle, Flowers, Igbuka, QJ, the Big Q, and Jonnu Smith. So we have everybody stacked up. Everybody stacked up. We got some week 17 stuff going on here as well. Probably going to stop at RB here for a minute. It feels like we've spent a lot of capital at that position. Really, I think try and add on these receivers here more than anything. All right, question 2 for the chat. Which Browns quarterback are you drafting first in this contest? Which Browns quarterback are you drafting first in this contest? I think I would be Flacco because I know he's going to play. I think he's going to start the season. I think Flacco's the one. He was the one that had OTAs in 11-on-11. Flacco opened everything up. I'd probably go Flacco. And then I go Shitter. That's what Eric does. Then I go Shedeur. I just think Shedeur is the best QB. Could be the best QB in that room. He's a rookie, though. So he could be the guy playing week 17. But again, if you can just get some points in the QB position, this late, like I think Flacco's still there, isn't he? Yeah, Flacco hasn't even been taken yet. That's what I'm saying. Like if you can get guaranteed points, like 6 weeks worth of points from Flacco in round 15 or later, I think that's a great click because these are going to be the guys who need to win you a week anyway, right? You're not hoping Flacco hits week 17. So I'm probably drafting Flacco first. All right, here. All right. Otten goes. McMillan goes. Tillman goes. Noel for week 17. Do we just go Noel Gesicki? Some playoff week correlation there. Or do we just go Flacco? Is it? I think we go Noel for sure. Do we need Gesicki on this team? Or do we take guaranteed points? You know what? This is like guaranteed points, but it's a fourth quarterback, and I don't know if I need it. That's the only thing. But it's round 16. I think we just take the guaranteed points, honestly. I think we just, you know what I mean? It's like I wasn't planning to go 4 QBs on this team, but this is guaranteed points at the quarterback position, right? We're probably, Flacco's probably not making it to week 12, so it's not like he's helping out in our bye week, most likely. But I don't know, like, what if he just, like, it's a not, I would say, favorable outcome for him to win, for him to be the starter for 17 weeks. But if I can get 5 weeks worth out of him, maybe I get some points that I can't get from these other guys. So maybe someone's got an injury early in the season, something like that. I just think it's good to have him on the team. It's like it was either take Flacco or I was gonna take like Gesicki, and I already have Jonnu. So I don't know, man. Could go Flacco's dime, A-Rich Milrow kind of. Yeah, could go Flacco dimes, A-Rich Milrow. That'd be a crazy fucking team. That'd be your position group would be like your skill positions would be so sick. But that would be a crazy like quarterback room. That'd be fun. Yeah. Could honestly could go like Russ Dart, A-Rich Jones. That would be a fun team. Just the two, you're almost guaranteed quarterback production. You're spending, you know what I mean? And it's not like you're spending, a ton of draft capital to do it either, right? Because Russ went where? You're spending around 11, 12. Where did A-Rich go? 6? Oh, that might be a little too high for me. 11, 12, 6, and like, 12. So 2 12s. Yeah, Flacco, the chaperone QB. Yeah, he's chaperoning all these other guys right here. This is we're going to beat you with our arm quarterback room on this team. We're going to beat you with our arm. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we got running back, Jameer, CMC, Mason, Charbonnet, White. I think we only need one more on this team. And it might even be like a really, really light guy. I think we hammer maybe receiver, tight end with these next 2 picks. That's probably the move. Ugh. Gloomy day in Minneapolis today. Cloudy, rainy, wet. Not great vibes right now. Not great vibes. But starting Friday, listen to this. Friday, 79 and sunny. Saturday, 81 and sunny. Sunday, 84 and sunny. Monday, 88 and sunny. That 4-game stretch, that 4-day weather stretch is better than this 4 QB Superflex roster right here. I'll tell you that. Over under 100 rushing total yards from those 4 QBs. I think Herbert actually had a good amount of rushing yards last year, to be honest. I will say, too, again, if you want to just, draft a backup QB, like you're looking at, you're like, God, who the fuck am I going to take as a backup QB? I would mix in some Zach Wilson. Feels like kind of, Ewers is there, but I feel like they give Wilson the first shot at it, Tua always gets hurt. I don't know, man. Also, Mac Jones could be a fun one, too. Good offense. Ooh, Will Howard's double stacked. We're done at QB. We're obviously done at QB. Kirko, who knows? I like it, Big Kirko. Feels we kind of got to go. Let's go Michael Wilson. Actually, I don't even want to lose out. Let's just go Calvin Austin. Double stack, dude? With Cleveland? Fuck it. Let's go Calvin Austin. Calvin Austin. I don't like Chig that much. Let's go. I guess I just have to draft Chig, even though I don't like him. All right, cool. Is Taysom a tight end in this format? You know what? I didn't even look. Yeah, he is. Oh, I feel like Taysom's QB days are over, though. They have too many mid guys there. They got like 3 dudes who are just fucking mid. You know. They got who is it? Hayner, Rattler, and Shook. Jesus Christ. What a fucking what a QB room there is in New Orleans. Taysom also just tore his ACL. I don't feel like he's the QB, you know, the QB guy there anymore. Okay. I don't know if I can stay with that Flacco pick. I just did one of these earlier and got Flacco as my last pick. Did you really? Oh shit! I didn't get that. Fuck. I kind of took him at ADP. I thought I guess I hadn't really been locked in on where Flacco was going yet. I don't have that good of a sense for the ADP just yet. Just yet. Keep that in mind. It's not like we gave up like huge, like the guy, like the range we clicked him in. I don't think it's that crazy. You know what I mean? Fuck, we didn't get Alec Pierce. I think it's okay. All right, end out this team with probably a 4-6-8-2. Are we good with these 5? We might just be good with these 5. I think we're good with these 5 RBs. 4-5-8-3, I think. 4-5-8-3. That's kind of crazy to say out loud. I think 4-5-8-3 is the play. JMO, Waddle, Flowers, Buka, QJ, Noel, Austin. What a team. Jonnu Chig. Do. Lord, forgive us, my boys and me. Do. Kellen Moore about yeah, right. That'd be funny. Who plays the guy from the new longest yard? That's Tom Selleck, right? I don't know. Please don't. Who's that guy? Longest yard cast. Oh, it's Burt Reynolds, isn't it? It's Burt Reynolds, not Selleck. I think it's Burt Reynolds. From the new, who plays the coach in the new one is what I'm asking. That's 2005. I would have guessed like 2010. It's crazy. That's what where's the cast here? Where is the goddamn cast? It is Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds, yeah. Yeah, that's on me. That's on me, dude. That's on me. All right, 3 picks away here. Last 2 picks. We're going receiver, tight end. I would love to do some coke. Excuse me, love to get some coke. I mean, love to draft Jalen Coker here. And then, I don't know, Conklin seems fun. Fannin. Now with the Cleveland, we're probably not predicting he's playing week 17. That's tough. That's actually a gut shot. Let's go Conklin. Who's the most disgusting receiver that we can draft right here? That's kind of fun. Dude, fuck it. Let's go Mike Williams, bro. Fuck it. All right, that's the team. That's the team. All right. We are out of here. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Again, this is the only draft I could do today. But again, tomorrow, 6:30 Central, we are live for Teufel Tower. And then on Friday, we are live at 6 with Nolan. So make sure you guys are liked, sub, turn that bell on. Teufel Tower is going to be insane tomorrow, as it always is. So make sure you guys are hanging out with us there. Keep up to date on the socials. I always post when I go live. We'll see you later. Wolves in 7. Peace.